Hi foodies, so we're going to get started with these ribs today. Now what you want to do is take off the silver skin. That's the first thing. You want to take off that membrane that's on the underside, because once you peel that back, it will help your ribs to cook easier. They'll be easier to chew. Okay, some people leave it on, but it's definitely better when you remove that because it just makes the ribs cook easier and they're even easier to chew. All right, so just peel that all the way off and throw it out. If you want to, you can ask your butcher to remove it for you. That will make your life easier. And then after that, guys, just trim off any excess fat, but don't take off all the fat. You want to leave some fat for flavor and tenderness. Now we're going to season. So you want to get some yellow mustard and just drizzle some on there and rub it into the ribs. You're going to do this on the top and the underside. The reason we're using the mustard is there are ingredients in the mustard that help to tenderize meat, but mustard also adds flavor and allows the spices to adhere to the ribs. So this is my barbecue rub that I make at home. If you want to, you can use mine, or you can buy your favorite barbecue rub. You could even use meat seasoning or steak rub, but I always use my barbecue rub when I'm doing ribs. Be generous, sprinkle that on, and then press it into the meat. So it's mustard first, then the spices, press them into the meat. You want to flip this over and repeat the steps. Put your mustard, rub it in, then add the spices. And I'm going to leave this in the fridge for 24 hours to get that seasoning to penetrate the meat. 24 hours is ideal, guys. Now the next day when you're ready, all you need to do is clean your grill, grease it. And what I'm doing today is I'm going to do 2 pieces in the foil, starting off in the foil, and then the other 2 on the side directly on the grill. I'm just doing that to test if there is a huge difference, because usually, I always put it in the foil first. All right. So we're going to cook this, and we're trying to maintain an internal temperature in the grill. So you want to make sure it's between 250, 275. Try not to let it go to 300. And you're going to do that for 1 hour with the grill closed. So 250, 275 for an hour with the grill closed. After that hour has passed, you will see that the meat has broken down a bit. And the one that's in the foil wrap, you're going to see some juices in there. Okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to put everything in foil now. So the ones on the right, I have put them in foil, and we're going to continue to cook at that same temperature. Try not to get it to 300. Okay, so do that for 1 more hour again. The juices that are in the ribs, you want to make sure you keep those, okay? You want to pour it into your barbecue sauce, whatever sauce you're using. Just heat it up with those juices. So drain it all off. I have a pot with some barbecue sauce in there, and I'm just going to add the juices. There they are. And then just whisk everything together. This is what we're going to brush on to the ribs. Low and slow is ideal for ribs, guys. And as you can see, this has broken down and some of the bones are exposed. That's your sign that the ribs are getting done, right? So everything is gonna go right on the grill now. So no more foil wrap, right on the grill, and we are going to brush on that sauce. I'm gonna be keeping it, at that same temperature. Try not to pass 275. Okay, brush the sauce all over. Some people only brush the top. I like to brush all over. And then you're gonna cook this for another 30 minutes. In total, guys, usually 2.5 hours to 3 hours works. Okay, so once you put that sauce on, you're gonna grill these, and you're gonna make sure it's directly on the grill. So you do 30 minutes, and then if you want that sauce to get really sticky and get that ribs kind of charred a bit, then you can do medium to high heat for about 5 minutes. And that is it. Your ribs are going to look gorgeous. Remember, you want to turn up the heat last minute because you need to have those, those bits of char, and you want to have the sauce sticking to the ribs. Okay, so don't forget that part. So we did 2.5 hours at 275, about 250, and then we turned up the heat to get the sauce sticky. Okay, so it sticks to the ribs. You want to rest them for a bit before you cut them up because you don't want all those juices to run out. These were absolutely amazing. Usually I love baby back ribs, but these side ribs actually were great. They're meaty and flavorful.